What's up, guys? Powerbang here over in WHF2, where we have dismantled yet another opponent. This time, the victim was the Power of Turkis, or Turkeys, or however you say that. Anyways, 91-73 was the final. This war was not as clean as the past few. We did let a few bases get away from us this time. But 23 3-stars to their 7, so it was well in hand. Most of this war with over 90% destruction. So very good job to WHF2. Let's go ahead and hop into some attacks. We have some awesome ones to show you this war. Some unique stuff that you don't see very often. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Reisky's going to come at this base with a Shattered Lune. Gets his 2 golems down. You'll see he cheaply creates the left side of his funnel with some minions, as there's no air defense or archer towers over there to go ahead and fight his minions. The wizards are down behind his golems. They go ahead, clean up the external trash. They're going to move in and take out those point defenses, no problem. The heroes trail, and you're going to see a lot of lava hounds this war, as well as in future wars, because that is a very difficult troop to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. If you check out what he does here to deal with it, you don't need a lot of firepower on it. He does have a wizard or 2 here that's going to be working on this lava hound, as well as the archer queen. He's going to go ahead and rage up his barb king. Take out that queen and then switch over to the air defense. The nice thing about going up against the lava hound in the clan castle is they do not do much damage or deter your ground troops from going in and achieving objectives. You'll see he drops a poison spell there to deal with the lava pups after that hound explodes, and they quickly go down. Unfortunately, the buildings on the inside got destroyed, so the queen gets diverted, the jump spell wears off, and she's going to go ahead and circle the base. So the second air defense is not going to go down, but that's all right. He's going to go ahead and send in his lava hounds anyways. He's got 3 lava hounds for 3 air defenses here, so it's going to take smart usage of his rage spells to make sure that he gets into this base. Notice that he comes from the right side there behind the air sweeper, so that his balloons do not get held up, and they go ahead, take out that air sweeper, and that's going to allow his raid to progress nicely throughout the base. Just smashing things one at a time. He gets that 3rd lava hound into the air defense. Everything's looking good. The lava hounds are getting a little bit low, both of them, but luckily they're alternating who's taking the fire, so they go down here pretty late in the game. They at least get to that last air defense. They don't quite take it down, but he's got so many balloons left that it just doesn't matter. They rage all the way into the expo, and then they're at the last air defense. Several of them. There's pups all over the base. The queen started the circle. This base is cooked. That's 3 stars for the good guys. We're going to go ahead and finish the cleanup here for 3 stars for Reisky. Nice job, man. Very good raid. All right, guys. Next attack, we're going to go ahead and take a look. Vaughn side attacking number 17 here with the hogs. And this is, you know, look at the base. There's no external, or there's no real internal risk of double giant bombs with the exception of 1 spot in the core. So he's going to go ahead, send in a giant, gets the hound out with a few hogs, and is able to trip a bomb and get that hound out in the process. So very nice job on the lure. Lures him down south here. Golems go in, and for the most part, guys, you can pretty much ignore a hound in the clan castle, especially if you're using hogs. A lot of times you don't want that hound to blow up because it's not going to do much damage to your hogs, and you know, they're not going to worry a thing about it even in the cleanup because they can't target air troops. So this time he does get a few wizards on it. As soon as this thing blows up, the queen is going to go ahead, snap to all the pups. He's got enough wizards there to go ahead and deal with the pups, so he elects not to drop the poison spell. But the rest of the kill squad kind of pushes in. He's gotten 2 bombs triggered so far, so there's only 2 remaining. And he just does a 1-finger drop there on that right side, and the rest of his kill squad has pushed all the way to the core. All of the Teslas and Expos are tanking. They're being tanked by the golems and the king. So the hogs basically run in untouched, and they're already on top of those defenses before they knew what hit them. So this base is as good as wrecked at this point because there's 2 heals remaining in the bag. He still has a poison spell left over in case of any unfortunate skeletons. The top right side of his raid kind of dies out here. He gets a 3rd giant bomb triggered, and the Tesla goes ahead and takes care of a small group of hogs. So he's going to have to path back to the top here, so he wisely saves his heal spell, takes out the remainder of the defenses on that bottom left side, and then drops his heal spell on the final location of what appears to could be a giant bomb here. I don't know if he's going to trigger one or not. Nope, doesn't look like he is. But all of his hogs are, you know, healed up to full. This base is cooked. and that's going to be another 3 stars. Very nice raid, Vaughn. poison spell on the laboratory and army camp there, because that's what you do when you're a boss. Nice raid. All right, guys. Number 18. This is probably my favorite raid of the war. This is Pedro, and he's going to drop the Archer Queen, and he's going to do the AQ walk down the side of the base. So the first thing you're going to see here is the Queen go down. Attracts the defense's attention, and you're thinking, what the hell? So a few healers go down behind this Queen, and with her new AI, she's not going to go inward. She's going to circle the base. So she's going to take out some point defenses. As she starts to walk down the side of this base, notice the minions there creating the other half of that funnel so she doesn't walk around. But, you know, this is pretty basic. You got to be real patient with this. And the goal is to walk her all the way up the side of this base, cleaning out defenses as we go. That way the hogs do not need a path there. And then before she gets in range of too heavy a defenses, she's going to go ahead and drop a giant there out in front. And that giant's going to tank for that Archer Queen. So Pedro is basically doing a little bit of tanking and trying to take on 1 point defense at a time. That way the healers can keep up on that Archer Queen. So as soon as that Archer Queen is going to get a little bit further up the side, it's going to take out this Archer, or the Archer Tower there. Golem's going to go in, open up the wall, and then notice the wizards on top are going to create the top half of that funnel. So that is a giant funnel. It's over half the base, and in come the kill squad. So the witches go down. No lure here, so he's going to take care of this on the fly. The jump spell goes down, and then the Queen, you'll notice, is going to turn the corner and head into the base. So a rage spell goes down. The Archer Queen and some wizards and witches are going to basically sit in this rage, quickly take down that lava hound, and then the poison spell is down as well. A little bit early on the poison spell, but it doesn't really matter. The pups are going to all die as soon as they kind of walk into that. They're into the core, and then from the top, you'll notice he's got a balloon that's taking out the corner defense there, and then some hogs coming in the backside. Everything is being tanked by the kill squad that's in the core, and then surgical deployment from around the base. So he's got a heal spell left. He's going to go ahead and drop it where that defense is most concentrated here, just like that. And the hog's going to go ahead and make it into that final heal. So he's got a Tesla problem here towards the end. He's got 3 Teslas still remaining, and that can fry some hogs pretty quickly, but he's just got too many hogs. Has 10 of them path to the core. They take out those Teslas quickly, move to the last couple defenses. Unbelievable raid. Very nice job, Pedro, and it's 3 stars for the good guys. What are we gonna say? Anyways, moving right on to the next one, we've got number 19, an attack by MCV, and this one is going to be another hog raid, and it is a very nice one at that. So first thing that's going to happen, he's going to drop a shattered entry there on the bottom right side of this base. He goes a little bit off-centered from this Archer Queen, and he's going to jump over both the outer walls to get his golems into the center compartment there where he can potentially trip a double giant bomb set. So the jump spell goes down. The Archer Queen hops out and pops one of those wizards real quick just because she can. And so anyways, the golems go in. They're attracting the fire of that Archer Queen, and the Barb King's going to see that and head over to her and get her taken out. So she gets smacked down. The giant bombs are being triggered in that compartment, and that's going to force the hogs not to even go there anymore because all those defenses are going to be down. So everything's kind of being tanked right now by his kill squad. He's going to go ahead, send in some hogs to start trimming defenses as they're focused on his kill squad. You'll see some hogs there on the right side get some buildings for cheap. And then from the bottom left, you're going to see a giant come down for distraction and then targeted hogs into these buildings. Same thing going up to the top. Giant first, hogs in behind. Giant first, hogs in behind. That is basically going to take care of all of the point defense in this base. Everything collapses on the core here, and he's got 2 heal spells remaining. He's going to go ahead and heal the double giant bomb position with one of those. He loses maybe 2 hogs. And then the last heal goes down in the core here where all of those Teslas are. And he's got hogs moving in right now to go ahead and take that out. He drops his poison spell thinking that lava hound was going to break. It does not. The poison spell itself almost breaks the hound. But it is going to basically hit his hogs for the remainder of this raid. And there is no troops in range to basically break it for him. So that's a good thing. We don't want those pups at this point because that probably would have ruined his raid as there was not enough cleanup troops to go ahead and take care of the pups. So very nice job, MCV. Liked what you did there with the raid. 3 stars in the bag. Gotta love it. All right, another awesome attack coming up. This is by NATO. Now, the giant bombs, as you can see, are in the corners, it looks like, in those little open 2x2 spaces. So he's going to go ahead for his lure, take out that corner defense, have them path inward. He gets one triggered, and then he's going to go ahead and just go ahead and start the raid. Ignoring that lava hound, but he's going to drop a few extra wizards there to go ahead, snap to it, and they're going to go ahead and nuke it just super fast with the help of the Archer Queen. And you'll notice when he goes ahead and breaks that, just like that, he's got enough wizards and the Archer Queen's help to go ahead and take care of those nasty little pups. No problem. The king is in there meanwhile, and he takes out the enemy Archer Queen. The golems and king make it all the way to the core. The king's kind of wrapped around here, but he's just going to kind of Asian wall the top part here. I believe this is a cleanup attack, so he knows the bombs are not in that top portion. However, check that left side. 4 hogs come in, and their sole responsibility is to take out that cannon, to not only take the cannon out and remove the pathing, but trigger that giant bomb as you see there. So very nice job eliminating a threat during the raid, and then he's got plenty of heals to get the rest of the hogs through the base. Very nice raid, NATO. Let's go ahead and start fast forwarding at this point. He drops the poison spell in the core to take out some skeletons, and gets another poorly placed giant bomb triggered, and then the hogs kind of work through the rest of this base. Tons of hogs left. They're going to turn and take out that king, no problem, and then he's got nice pathing lined up with his hogs, and he's just going to basically circle and take out the rest of this base as 2 hoggies in the middle go ahead and smack down the town hall. Very nice job, NATO. Love the hog raid here. All right, guys, got another interesting one coming up for you. This is going to be number 22, the Nemean Lion. And this is going to be a Lune, and a very nice one at that. Let's go ahead and see what he does here. Comes in with a shattered entry from the top right. Notice how far away that is from the queen. Queen is in the bottom right side of the base, but what he's going to do is break in through that first layer of walls, drop the jump spell over the second on top of that expo, and that's going to put his queen and king right in between 2 air defenses, where he can go ahead and take those 2 air defenses out. And then at the end of his push, he's going to go ahead and make a shot at that enemy Archer Queen. So we'll see what happens with that. First thing that goes down is a rage spell to go ahead and take out that Lava Hound quickly. That's one method that you can use to take out a Lava Hound. As soon as that thing explodes, he then drops his poison spell, and as those pups go ahead and attack his queen and other troops, the poison spell is there. Doesn't quite take out as many as he would have liked. Probably could have dropped it back a little bit further, but no big deal. The first air defense is down. The queen takes out the Tesla, and at this point, she's going to have to go ahead and shoot through the wall. It is almost down, though. She gets through the wall, and she is working on that second air defense at this point, still at full life. And the sweeper on that right side is now exposed, so the balloons can come directly behind it at no real cost and take that thing out. So very nice job on the entry here. Queen uses up her ability, and the archers trigger the enemy Archer Queen over the wall. The queen takes her out with the cloak ability, and then she's going to go ahead and finish off that town hall. So very, very nice push there. Only, 2 air defenses, a queen, the clan castle, and the town hall taken out. No big deal. The hounds working their way through the base. Beautiful rages. Going to lead everything through. And look at that. He's got 2 balloons for that air sweeper, as we talked about. He's going to knock it out from behind, and then he's going to lead his last balloons there into the final wizard towers. And very, very nice job having those final 2 balloons there, because they also tanked the wizard tower and took it out. Nice raid, Nemean. 3 stars for the good guys. Gotta love it. We'll go ahead, fast forward, and watch the 3-star get thrown up on the board. So saved a few loons for the top side. I love that. When you know you got the base in hand, keeping those loons back and making sure that that cleanup gets done successfully. All right, guys, next raid. Another awesome raid here by Boss, and this is something you don't see every day. You're going to see another unique raid here. This is the HGH strategy, also known as GiHeHo, where it's comprised of hog riders, healers, and giants. So you see the minions come down here. His goal was to create sides of the funnels on each side, and he's going to go ahead, because he basically underestimated that Wizard Tower's range. He drops a giant and is able to create the left side of the funnel. Drops 3 healers on a group of giants beating on that wall to start with. He's not sending all the giants right away because he's giving those minions time to create the funnel. And then as soon as that funnel's created, level 7 giants come out of the clan castle, and they're going to head into this base. No problem. No wall breakers needed. They're just going to beat straight through this wall, head in, and the goal is to get that air defense taken down first and foremost so his healers can stay up to take out, basically to keep his giants up so they can take out defenses. So the rage goes down. The giants quickly take out that level 6 air defense, and then they're going to beat through the wall and start working on some other defenses here. Notice how the hogs go in and supplement those giants. Nothing is firing at the hogs here. Those hogs, basically, he's sending like 4 of them. They're running around taking out building after building here, really uncontested. So very, very nice job. The healers here are keeping the giants up. They break into the next compartment, and as they break in, they're going to go ahead and take out even more defenses, and then he's going to trickle in some hogs that are being tanked for by a giant on the backside. So kind of a surgical entry here, and then they're just going to move in and meet up with those giants who notice the Expos, notice the Teslas. They're all firing at those giants, so he's finally going to go drop a heal spell here. Skeleton Trap pops, and then he's able to kind of cover all of his hogs so far with 1 heal. So two hogs go in the backside, and they're going to go ahead and get that last cannon up top taken out. 2 hog trade for that, not too bad, and then he still has 2 heals in the bag. The healers are still working at keeping up those giants. Beautiful raid. I mean, this is something that you don't see all the time, but I really, really enjoyed this. I gotta say that this one tied for my favorite for this particular war. So the hogs work through the last couple defenses here, still has a heal in the bag. No need to even burn it. This base got wrecked. Awesome job, boss. Let's go ahead. Fast forward this bad boy. He still has a poison spell, still has a heal spell in the bag. The healers remain standing, and not only that, the heroes are going to end this raid at full life. Gotta love that. All right, last raid we're going to show. We're going to step down to the Town Hall 8 level. Truffle Shuffle on this base. I helped him out with his plan, and this was kind of a unique Town Hall 8 because there's 4 different spots for double giant bombs in this base. And you can see the one on the bottom doesn't really make much sense because the Dark Elixir Drill is on one side of that double giant bomb potential set there. So he's going to go ahead, walk in a giant. It's going to get tanked for, and then the key here on the lure is to go ahead and take out that cannon. So he removes the pathing there. The hogs run in. They do get a giant bomb triggered, so there's only 2 left in the base, and one of those positions will not have a giant bomb in them. So on the bottom, you'll notice the Dark Elixir Drill, how it does not make pathing from that archer tower. Now he knows he can basically path around that whole position with his hogs when they're going through the base. So as he gets that kill squad to take out the clan castle, the enemy Barb King jumps out. He takes him out as well, so that threat's down. And then as he sends in this 2-finger drop, he's pathing it around the initial spot on the left, and then he sends in clan castle hogs on the top side there. Both giant bombs are triggered, minimal losses. A couple heal spells go down here to go ahead and guide those hogs through the base, and this base is as good as wrecked at this point. There are skeleton traps kind of being a little bit pesky. The hogs on the bottom go back and pick up that wizard tower that they skipped over, but as they move through the backside here, one more heal goes down that they're going to be able to kind of share, hopefully. The skeleton traps are beating on the hogs, and it is time to go ahead and take care of those. So let's see if he's going to drop the poison spell here. Might just hold on to it. I'm not sure. We're in cleanup now, though, so let's go ahead, click the fast forward button. The hogs go ahead, beat down the skeletons. That threat's over with. They're on the town hall. Cleanup wizards are dropped around the base. The only thing that's in question now is the bottom side of this base, but the hogs are going to go down there, pick up the buildings down there for trash, and get that 3-star in the bag. So 3 stars for the good guys. Nice work, Truffle. Excellent raid. Way to stick to the plan, and good execution there, avoiding those bombs. That's the key, guys, at Town Hall 8. If you're hitting with hogs, I mean, you can hit really anything with hogs at Town Hall 8. It's just a matter of kind of looking at the pathing and figuring out how you can trigger those bombs or path around them. So that's going to be it for this war recap, guys. Congratulations to WHF2. Good game to Power of Turkis. Hopefully you guys are able to rebound from this and have a good war next time out. So for Powerbang and WHF2, I am signing out till next time.
Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you feel like you learned something here today and you're a better attacker for having watched it, your clanmates will probably feel the exact same way. So do me a favor, share this video with them, get them to the channel, and chances are your clan's going to be exploding for 3 stars from top to bottom before you know it. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.